She's nervous about that?
I doubt it. Playing something as sedate as I could to get you ready for what's about to happen to you on the radio here. Ladies and gentlemen, indeed an honor and a pleasure to have one of the best known and probably one of the best radio guests in the history of radio comedians. The one, the only, the talented Tim Wilson. Good morning, sir.
Oh, I don't have much to live up to after that, do I? Thanks, TJ.
Anytime, buddy. No, I heard you on the Bob and Tom show one time. I said, he's pretty good.
Well, I've done this before. Let's put it this way. I'll be the anti-Carrie.
That's it, exactly.
Rick's in here in a Ward Cleaver outfit, so at least I feel hip. And, Gary, how are you this morning?
Good, sir. Good to see you.
He got married about a year ago, and she changed his life. I mean,
No, you can tell. I know. We know who's wearing the pants in that relationship.
See, it took him 10 seconds.
Was your wife's name June? Or?
Well, that's pretty close.
Jennifer, actually.
There you go. You go hang around with them Jennifers.
That's great. We were just looking at Alan Jackson's place there up, and didn't know. I know with your kind of money, you might be in the market for a house. He's got it for sale.
If I'd have stayed married to my first wife, I could have a shot at buying the bathroom on Alan's house over there.
Pretty much it, man.
But that didn't turn out too good, and I was sort of demarried, living in a truck for about 5 years, and then I got remarried. Yeah. But once you had that first one that likes a lot of money and stuff, I won't never be over at Alan's house. Alan had some touch and go there at one time.
I think that's why he bought that house.
I think he did too.
Yeah. So here, honey.
Alan Jackson, to me, I'm from Columbus, Georgia, the entertainment capital of the world, where Coca-Cola was actually invented in my hometown. But Alan Jackson is from Noonan, Georgia, Alan was a forklift driver at a Kmart.
For real?
In Noonan.
Yes.
And so to me, I always think of everybody, I don't care if they're big stars. Travis Tritt is a heating and air conditioning guy from Marietta. And Mel Gibson used to cook chicken at a KFC in L.A. Okay? Alan Jackson, forklift driver at Kmart. Tim Wilson, myself, I stacked sod at Hamilton Sod in Hamilton, Georgia. So, all the star crap, I don't pay much attention to all that.
I don't see that on your website. It's got comedian, songwriter, philosopher. I don't see sod stackers.
Hey, when I started, I could do a half a pallet, and I'd be about ready to pass out. And when the day I retired, and this is true, is I stacked 2 transfer truck loads full of sod and stopped and said, I guess that's enough. That was kind of like the Grammy of sod stacking.
That's where the philosopher part comes in.
Well, I'm going to come over here and complain. Everybody always complains about country radio just ain't like it was when Merle Haggard was around. I'll play you a little song here. I like country better back when it was ugly. And girls never threw panties at David Allen Cole. Nobody ever said Willie had a cute butt. Waylon didn't have to hide a beer gut. And record execs told Johnny Paycheck he could shove his video. I like country better back when it was ugly. Nobody ever called Hank Jr. a purty thing. Back when Tim McGraw was still wet in the bed, and Conway Twitty had helmet head, and the best looking man in Nashville was a fella named K.D. Lang. Well, that's probably enough of that song.
Some of you'll understand that one tomorrow.
I'm sort of the Don Rickles of country radio.
That's absolutely the truth, though, man. It was back in the 70s, country was an ugly place to be. You really didn't want to get on that bus. You know
the thing about it is, first off, God said, God's against idolatry.
Is that right?
So I could, really give a damn about Brad Paisley. That's me. But
it says
country music. I'll tell you what happened in country music. In 1969, I don't care who tells you Merle Haggard was cool, but Merle Haggard was not cool in 1969. He had a nudie suit, and he had that weird...
That's that little bowler hat.
Weird hair.
Yeah.
Okay? Anybody who was cool was smoking dope at Woodstock with Jimi Hendrix.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Uncool people listened to Merle Haggard and, Charlie Pride and, Freddie Hart, which I don't know if you're old enough to remember Freddie Hart.
Absolutely, I remember.
Easy loving. There was nothing cool about these people. What happened was his fathers would play these records for their little daughters in the truck. Uh-huh. And the little girls listening to the Partridge Family and the Osmonds. She's going, Daddy, I don't want to listen to Merle, whoever this is. And then, no, honey, you go listen to, I don't want to listen, I want to hear the Partridge Family. I want to hear the Partridge Family. Okay? Because the Partridge Family was cool. Merle Haggard wasn't cool. Now, the little girl went off and married the wrong guy twice. And when she got 38 years old and was twice divorced, she realized that what her father was playing her in the radio in 1969 was extremely pertinent to her situation.
I understand.
So suddenly, Merle became very cool.
Okay.
My complaint with you people over here at Weasel is y'all are trying to make country music cool. It's never, ever been cool.
Okay.
Y'all are trying to make Carrie Underwood cool.
Okay.
Well, Carrie Underwood is cool, but she ain't country music. Okay? Jeannie C. Riley, Harper Valley PTA. What was cool about that? Nothing. And she was the Carrie Underwood of 1971. And you know it, and I know it.
Absolutely.
Hey, Donna Fargo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm the happiest girl in the whole USA. And she had that weird, in the whole USA. She'd say shay, in the whole USA. Okay? You wouldn't have gotten bad with Donna Fargo, neither would I. Okay? There was nothing sexy about Donna Fargo. She was uncool, but she was on top of country music.
Absolutely, that's correct.
So the world has completely changed.
Yes, it
And
has.
I don't want to pick on Carrie Underwood because she's a great singer and she's a pretty girl, and Lord knows she hung around with Tony Romo.
Yeah, well,
That's that's sort of like taking one for the team. So even Wade Phillips don't even like Tony Romo.
So you're saying it was a real sacrifice she made.
Jerry Jones with the Dallas Cowboys. He's not crazy about Romo.
7:41. Tim Wilson's with us tonight at the Center Point Bar and Grill. Two shows, 7 and 9 o'clock. You don't want to miss this one. Please make sure you take some kind of medication before you go.
Well, they told me that to mention that you can get your tickets on E-Tix or E-Tix or something like that.
E-T-I-X.
E-Tix. Makes you want to sing more Brad Paisley. But I think they have tickets available at the door as well. But
Absolutely.
Hopefully we're just about sold out and won't have to fool with it.
Back with Tim Wilson in a second. Hang on.
Now, Weasel Time Saver Traffic from the Gerald